Alright boys, this is a follow-up to my full Termignoni race exhaust review for the 2021 Monster 937. If you haven't seen that video, make sure you check it out. I'll put the link in the description below and like a tag or something up here towards the end of the video. Alright boys, we have just transformed this exhaust by taking out these little guys right here, these little fun killers. We uninstalled these DB killers. I'm putting full instructions on how to remove these little party poopers at the end of the video so we can get right to the sound. There is a little bit of trickiness involved in getting these out, so you're going to want to watch the whole video. Let's take a look at how much weight savings you get by removing these. Every little bit helps, especially on a motorcycle. All right, so that's 0.626 pounds, so just over a half a pound. I'll take it. Alright, so as you can see, a pretty huge difference across the board in terms of decibels for the DB Killer Delete. Look at that 5,000 RPM, man. 12.2 decibels louder. There's also a lot more bass as well that you can't hear in this test. Alright guys, so in summary, the Termignoni exhaust sounds great as is, but if you take these out, it just, wow, it is a big difference. It's loud. It's not as eardrum shattering as my Ducati Diavol 1260S full Termignoni race exhaust is with the DB Killers out, but it's loud. It's loud enough to survive in a neighborhood. You can't do that on my Diavol. But on the Monster, you can get away with riding in your neighborhood with these out. It is loud, so you're gonna wanna control it. You're gonna wanna have that hand ready on the clutch. I find that a good zone to be in is third gear, just under 3,000 RPM, just cruising, unless obviously you're going up a hill or something like that. And that's nice and quiet enough to get out of your neighborhood. But once you open it up, oh boy. So not only does it improve the sound, like dramatically, it sounds, oh. The Termignonis sound so good anyway, but taking these things out magnifies that oral goodness. Performance-wise, I do actually feel a difference. The bike seems like it launches better. And I'm not talking like full-on race launch. I'm talking just taking off from a standstill. It feels like it's just opened up and breathing a little bit easier, a little bit less restricted. I would actually go so far as to say that your bike accelerates faster in a low RPM with these. And I don't know if it's the butt dyno, but I thought I felt more power. And I think that makes sense because when you have the up map in the bike and you fully unrestrict the exhaust, she can fully breathe and you get more horsepower and torque. So I'm hoping to be the first one to get this bike actually tuned. I'm not talking about the up map, I'm talking about an actual Pro Tune and dyno. So stay tuned for that. I'm trying to work on that right now. All right, guys, let's dig into how to remove these. Get your 2.5 millimeter here. These Bondis T-handles are amazing. I do have these on my Amazon storefront if you guys do want to check it out. You got 4 bolts here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's start off with the bottom ones here. You don't want to scratch your red tape here, so be careful. Always good to have these disposable microfiber cloths. You can buy a boatload of these for cheap on Amazon. That is also on my storefront. I promise this is not a promotion, just useful stuff. This is a big, huge bag. When I clean my bikes, I never use used microfiber cloths. All right, so these come off really easily. A little bit of friction on the top, so just take it with 2 hands and gently wiggle it out. There you go. Okay, 4 millimeter here, and then 4 millimeter under here. We'll pop that first one out. There's the offending DB killer. Okay, simple enough, 4 mil right there. Okay, this one here is a little bit tighter. Give that a good yank. There's your DB killer. You're gonna wanna have a rag because you're gonna get grease on your fingers. All right. Okay, so there's already a little bit of sand and stuff in there, so I'm just gonna wipe that out. All right, reinstalling. The bottom ones must be at a little bit more of an angle. It's harder to get that bolt in there. Okay, so I literally had to put that in with tweezers in my 2 fingers and get it started with my 2 index fingers here. So bottom is definitely a little bit more of a challenge than the top. All right, so ultimately I just had to use a combination of tweezers and fingers to get that aligned, and then just take over with your 4 millimeter from there. Put these beauties back on next. Slides right on. Okay, back to your 2.5 mil. All right, obviously you don't want to put these on too tight and crack your carbon fiber. I'll put all the specs on screen here. You all can feel free to pause this and print these out or do what you need to do. All right, and there she is. All right, boys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to comment, let me know your thoughts, drop a like. It definitely helps me beat the YouTube algorithm so we can get these videos promoted a little bit higher. Keep it locked into Rated R Cars. We got a ton of content coming up for this new monster. It's gonna be rolling out quickly, God willing. All right, boys, always remember the motto, always be kinder than necessary, and I will see you in the next one.